if I can figure this out.
Wish I had background music.
It's been so long since I did this.
Oh, I see something.
There you go. You were talking to yourself.
It's like usual.
How much of a delay do we have tonight? Hello, everybody. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Hello.
Hi. Wow, it's
There we
like
go.
3 minutes behind.
Is it that long? We have a bit of a delay again. I'm trying to fix some things over here to kind of speed it up for us. How you guys doing? Happy Friday.
It's a rainy one again.
Yep, raining again. Oh, that is really delayed. The good news is I do not have any ice in the cup tonight, so I will not be crunching ice.
Good.
Yep. We had somebody brief. There we go.
So what is happening? Anything exciting you want to talk about? Let's
Hey
talk.
Tim, how you doing?
Hi Tim.
The timing is speeding up a little bit more. I guess what we need to do is not look at this.
I'm not.
Okay, I am, and it's driving me crazy.
All right, well you need to do your talking.
Okay, Michelle says I need to talk. I'm going to talk. So, as we said, how's everybody doing out there on this wonderful rainy Friday? It's cold. We're expecting a lot of cold air overnight and tomorrow. It's supposed to be a high of 48 degrees. I'm not looking forward to that, but...
And windy.
And windy. Sunday, it's going to be 62. And then the rest of the next week, it's going to start warming up. And then we're going to be in the low 60s. By the end of the week, it's going to be in the 70s. And it looks like the long-range forecasts look like 70s as far as the eye can see. It's about time.
It will sprang and sprung.
Yes, spring sprung.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, yeah, tonight's the night. We're going to do the subscriber giveaway. We've got everything set up for that basket. We're going to wait a little bit before we do that. Hopefully we'll get some more people in here to witness it in real time, or at least delayed real time.
You just talk. Do your thing.
Hey, Small Blocks, how you doing? Is it raining over there? Is everybody excited about the giveaway tonight? I've been thinking about this for the past couple weeks, and I actually can't wait to draw the name, see who won. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. We got a basket that Michelle just showed, and we just have, I printed out the entire thread and just cut it up, folded it all up, and it's in the basket now.
Okay. Yep.
Said Happy Mother's Day.
I said thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I forgot Sunday's Mother's Day. Gosh, time flies.
I can't wait to see my present. Yeah, tell everybody what you got me.
You're not my mother.
I bore your children.
Yeah, I know. At least I think.
What a feat that was.
I'm bringing you sunshine on Sunday. That's a wonderful gift. We haven't had much sunshine.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. All day. Yeah, it's been raining all day here too, obviously. Although I took a trip down to close to Washington, D.C. today, and believe it or not, it was not raining down there. We got to about Mount Airy, and then it started to...
So it's just Carroll County?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I had Taco Bell for lunch.
Yeah, you had Taco Bell? They're going to find out what I had for lunch tomorrow morning because I vlogged it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good. It was something
Taco Bell.
that I didn't even know they carried. I researched it. I got on their website to see what they have, and it's called a protein bowl, and it has corn and rice, but I told them to take all that out.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
And extra chicken and
Keto.
extra cheese and extra sour cream and extra lettuce. But it was like this big. It was $7. $7. That was very expensive.
We're doing really good on keto today and probably tomorrow, and then Sunday we're going to have pizza. How's the stream look from your end? Can never tell. I mean, the picture looks good here, but I don't know if it's streaming okay or not.
Yeah, I've gone there several times to Papa Joe's. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Haven't been there in a while.
It's been a couple of years since we've been there, at least.
For you,
When did you go?
a couple years.
Small Blocks. Have you tried the Mexican place in downtown Manchester yet? It's that little place where the Asian restaurant used to be, the sushi. Her and Connor have been talking about going in the next couple of weeks.
Sushi?
No, the Mexican place that opened up where it used to be.
I heard you say sushi. I thought he said sushi. I was like, well, I don't like sushi.
Men's is New Jersey for Mother's Day.
We've already talked to him about that before.
I don't remember Men's though. Of course, you know me, I can't remember anything.
I know.
Hi, more Fam Fun. How you doing? He hasn't tried it yet.
Hasn't tried what?
The Mexican restaurant in Manchester. Oh. Yeah. Well, I think they're going to try it, and we'll let you know how it tastes.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, and
I bet it's better than Taco Bell.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's all I get.
Yep. And Small Blocks. By the way, I still haven't made up my mind about the transmission yet. I'm between putting an Aisin transmission from an Isuzu Rodeo, a 2004, which is a beefier transmission than the 4L30E that's in the Trooper now, or just getting a Isuzu rebuilt transmission directly from Isuzu. But I don't know. It's a lot of money for that. And it's still a 4L30E, which is GM crap. It's the stuff they put in those mail trucks that drive around everywhere. It's not supposed to be in an SUV. They put them in BMWs too and some other vehicles, but it's just not. It's not for a bigger truck. And then the other thing still is to maybe rebuild the transmission, but I haven't decided yet what to do. Maybe in the next week or so. If I do decide to put the Aisin transmission in it, my son Garrett, he's got to make a converter using a Arduino CPU so that the Trooper can talk to the Aisin transmission, because it's not designed for it. So you have to make some modifications to it in order for it to work. But he says he can make it happen.
I just think when you start making modifications, then things don't match up right, and then you have issues and problems, so just spend the money.
Another Halloween Horror Nights mug. We have lots of these. I think that's from what? 20...
That's from last year, dear.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's the Reaper. The Reaping. That was Halloween Horror Nights 26.
You should do the HD, whatever that is.
The heavy-duty transmission. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Only problem is it's not plug and play. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about. We may put it in and then it never work. So, but I have confidence in Garrett. I think he could probably make it work. What?
Hi, Anna. I'm still. Mark, did you watch a vlog
Hey,
of
Anna.
hers today?
I did. Yep.
Was it her house?
No, they went out to a park,
Oh,
a waterfall, and they Vidcation, Anna, you were out in that water. That water had to be so cold. That
The lake, a Great Lake?
no, it was a waterfall.
Oh.
It was like,
Oh, you mean like a state park?
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched the latest video yet, Anna. I'll do that tonight.
Yeah,
And more house videos. I love to watch what people do with their houses and how they fix them up and make them their own. I want to watch some more of that. So make sure you get some more videos out for us.
What's he talking about here?
Cookies.
Oh, yeah. We need to make something else besides chocolate
I was
chip.
like, I'm not
tonight.
making anything.
No, besides chocolate chip cookies. We need to make something else
That's what
tonight.
I like.
I mean, not tonight, but I know I love chocolate chip cookies. You know I love chocolate chip cookies. She made that batch. What did you take, about 10 to work?
Yeah, it only made like 29, and then I took 10 to work. Mm-hmm.
And then the next day there were 3 cookies left. 3. I can't control myself when it comes to chocolate chip cookies. I love them.
Right.
Of course, Connor ate a lot of them too.
I had 2. Oh my goodness, that is warm. 70 degrees. I don't know how you got water that warm up there.
I think she's talking about the air temperature.
Oh.
Yeah, the air temperature was 70. What was the water? That's like glacier runoff, isn't it? Up there.
Well, I think we're having nice weather next week, but.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier.
Mm.
I think it's going to rain Thursday or something next week, but we have good weather the rest of the time.
What's that?
No, he was talking about filming more chickens and horses. Yeah, that's definite. You got to do more of that. I want to see what your chicken run looks like. The one that you were talking about doing on your last vlog. That should be pretty cool. We've been thinking about getting chickens with all the pandemic stuff going on. You said you wanted chickens.
I want llamas.
She wants llamas too. Definitely wants llamas.
But I'm not getting them.
You never know. Mother's Day is in 2 days.
You have a lot of work to do in 2 days.
What?
You got to build a fence, a house, a trough.
Invisible fence.
Yeah.
I got chains. I'm chaining them up out back.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, we have a freeze warning too. So when this rain that's coming down like crazy right now outside is over, I got to go outside and I need to put blankets on the strawberries and blueberries. Hey Lee, how you doing?
Oh, your mom had llamas? That's cool.
Get a cow, milk or beef.
Oh, beef. Oh, he won't do it.
I don't know, small blocks. That cow that I saw on the video the other day, oh, he's cute.
I couldn't kill it either.
And I know he's going to, he's not going to be around very long,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I mean, I love ground beef and meat and chicken, but I don't want to see the whole process or know about it, so.
Full-time dream, how much are you expecting tonight?
A couple inches.
Oh, I didn't see it. We hardly got any snow this whole year, which is fine.
Hi, Gabriel.
Hey Gabe, how you doing? Boy, you got your entry in just in the nick of time, let me tell you.
I threw
Just
it
cutting
out.
it close.
I threw it out.
Oh,
though.
did you?
Yeah.
Okay. She didn't. I looked at it, I folded it up and threw it in the basket.
He's already did a transmission, Leah. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I've rebuilt one once. It was the first thing I ever rebuilt. No, that's not true. I rebuilt my engine and my Trooper first. And that kind of gave me the confidence to try doing a transmission that has 9 million little parts in it. And it's still running. That's what is out in California with Garrett right now. Get this. I had the transmission in my Trooper rebuilt by a professional transmission shop, and I got 75,000 miles out of it, maybe 78,000 miles out of it. And that's when it's the third clutch, I think, that went up. Garrett's transmission that him and I rebuilt, we've never done it before. He's got over 100,000 miles on it already in less time. And it's still running very good. Although Garrett, a couple days ago, sent me a text. He was out there on the highway and his crankshaft and his engine cracked in half. So he had to pull over the side of the road and have somebody tow him back to the house that he's living at. And he's got the whole engine torn apart out there and he's rebuilding it. So he actually was supposed to go to the machine shop today and get a new, or take everything there that needs to get worked. The valve body and the block.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So now we got a couple people in here. What's everybody up to?
The Mazda Pride's on.
Oh, cool. Hey, Mazda. How you doing?
Oh, you met our son, huh? Cool. Where did you guys meet?
Oh,
Was
okay.
it trail riding?
I don't know. I don't. Are you in California too? Now things are starting to click. That's why you said something about the 5-speed the other day.
Why?
He said put a 5-speed in it instead of the 430E. But you can't find it.
He's got a spare 3.5. I don't know what that means.
3.5 liter.
Yeah. An engine? Is that an engine?
Yeah, that's the motor. Yep.
Hey, whoa. Who's talking bad about a Nissan Leaf? What does that mean?
What did he say?
Quit driving that Nissan around.
Oh, it's an Isuzu.
Oh.
Michelle's got the Nissan. That's the one that's in the shop
Yeah.
right now.
Let's see. A
motor.
Nissan needs an engine. Garrett needs an engine. You need a transmission and maybe an engine. I don't know.
Not an engine. I don't need an engine. My engine's strong after we rebuilt it. Yeah, that's her truck. Oh, we have some news on her truck. So I don't think I said anything in the vlog today about it, but I got a call yesterday the day before yesterday from the Nissan dealership, and Nissan corporate has agreed to replace the long block, which means we're basically getting the lower part of the engine as well as the head. So it's an entire engine. They just take the accessories off of the old one and put it on to the new one. And I was like, great, that's awesome. But there's a catch. Today I got a call from them, and there are no engines anywhere to be found in North America. And the plant where they're built is shut down because of COVID-19. So we are not going to be getting an engine anytime soon for her truck. So I asked them, hey, can you button that engine back up, put the oil pan back on it, fill it with oil, and can we take it home for a while? So at least we'd have a truck that we can, go camping with, tow the fifth wheel.
Right.
At this point, we have no vehicle to go camping with.
And Maryland just opened up their campgrounds.
Pennsylvania opened last week. Maryland opened this week. And there's some campgrounds in Virginia that are opened up. And we're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. If I had a truck right now, I would drive to Florida if the campgrounds were open up down there. And that's the only place they were open.
Oh, wow. Garrett is not a fan of Nissan. He didn't want us to buy that truck.
Nah, nope.
But you know what made me buy it? Was the right price.
Yeah, the right price. And we had to drive all the way to Altoona, PA to get it, which was like 3.5, 4-hour drive.
And it's pretty.
She likes it. I like it. It's a nice truck. I tell you what, as far as towing that fifth wheel goes, it does a very good job. We're under on all of the ratings for the payload capacity. We're well under on the combined weight between the truck and the camper. And we're below on the rear axle. It rides very smooth. It doesn't squat when you put the truck or the camper on it. Maybe 2 inches, maybe. The only thing is we really can't put a whole lot more into the camper, and then before we'll start becoming overloaded. But it still tows great. You can drive down the highway doing 60 miles an hour. 18-wheelers go by, you don't even feel them going past you like you would on any other trucks, or a lot of other trucks, I should say, not any other truck. So yeah, it's a nice truck. It's good. It's a good tow vehicle. I just wish it was working better right now.
That would be helpful.
But
so, have we ever stayed at the Lake and Shore or Sea Pines campground? Why does one of those sound familiar to me?
Nope, never have.
We drive past Sea Pines.
The only place we've stayed is Seashore.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's where
Lake
I'm
and Shore. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and we wanted to try some other ones out. You know, we were thinking about it.
I don't know how far of a drive it is to get from either of those to
the boardwalk.
The boardwalk.
Yeah.
Because where we stayed, I thought it was kind of a long haul. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but
it's about as close as you can get. The next one up, I think, is the Beachcomber, and
like
that adds
15 minutes.
The Beachcomber or subtracts about maybe 5 minutes from your trip going to the boardwalk. Mm-hmm. So it's not that big a deal. But I've heard mixed things about the Beachcomber.
If we stayed longer than 2 nights, then it wouldn't be as much of a big deal. I don't know. Yeah. It just feels like you're driving a lot to get to the boardwalk, then get home, and then it just feels like you're driving a lot.
Yeah.
I'm used to staying at the heart of Wildwood and being right on the beach and right on the boardwalk.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's kind of preferred.
I think if we get to Wildwood this year, we're probably going to maybe get a hotel room. I mean, that was the plan a couple months ago, but with the way everything's going right now, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be in a hotel at this point. Maybe in a couple months. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks, Anna Lee. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the vlogs. I've been having fun doing these daily vlogs. I wish I had more time to do them.
That's all he's got is time.
No, the past couple of days I've actually been working, so that's a good thing. So I've kind of scaled back a little bit on shooting and everything.
That's why, I don't know. Oh gosh, I probably shouldn't say I haven't watched the last 2 vlogs.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
But I give him a hard time when I come home from work because I'm like, where's my dinner?
She does. But you know what? I get the dinner made. Wait until you see what we had for dinner tonight.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. And I didn't even have all the ingredients I needed to make it, and I was still able to knock it out of the park.
Okay.
No, it was good. It turned out good. Yeah, Wildwood. Wildwood, I heard the boardwalk is opening today. Not that anybody want to be out
tomorrow.
There. Is it tomorrow? Maybe it is tomorrow. I thought it was going to be Memorial Day, but now they're saying that they moved it up. So I was actually thinking we should probably take a ride up there.
Okay.
For the day.
Okay. Taking your mom?
I guess we could.
I mean...
No, not right now. I'm not taking my mother. I mean, I'd love to take her, but she's going to stay put for a while. Gabe, I've been trying to get him into the vlogs more. He doesn't like being filmed. He gives me crap about it all the time. Videos of Supercharged Trooper dinner on time. Yeah, that's true, Mazda. Yep. Well, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of vlogs of the Trooper coming up here. That's going to take up a lot of my time, taking that transmission out and putting it back in and doing whatever we're going to do with it. Let's put it this way. If I decide to get the rebuilt Isuzu transmission, even though it's not heavy duty or anything like that, it takes me about 9 hours to get the transmission out of the truck. Maybe I could probably do it in 7.5 to 8 if I like fly through it. I try to take my time.
Probably best.
Yeah, and then if I have that transmission just sitting there waiting to go back in, it takes me about another 8 or 9 hours to put it back into the truck. So over a weekend I could have the transmission in and, you know, all the fluid in it and back working by Monday. But I haven't decided yet. I probably am going to make it harder on myself and put that ASIN in there. That's kind of where I'm leaning.
He says, should you use Lucas transmission fix?
I tried that in Garrett's truck, and it made no difference whatsoever. Now, mine is just partially slipping. But the only thing is, when you're doing something like that and you're adding those heavy viscosity oils to the transmission, you're just prolonging the inevitable. It's going to break eventually, and I'd feel better, especially if I'm taking the truck on a trip. Let's say we're off-roading or something like that. I could be on the side of a mountain crawling rocks and the transmission goes out, and that's not the situation I want to be in, unfortunately. So COVID, my stepmom and my dad are keeping the okay, that's cool, Tim. Yeah, it's a good thing, I guess. Now, and yeah, I agree with you. It is, be it a hotel or a motel down there, right near the boardwalk is great. You know, you can come out your door, walk down the steps, and bam, you're right on the boardwalk. You have food, you have drinks, you have the beach, you have all the rides. We, like Michelle said, we stay at AA Heart of Wildwood, and we used to stay at the Riviera right across the street from that. I mean, literally, Fun Pier is right there, and you've got rides. There's a Coors ice cream right there. The hot dog place, Annie Ann's, is right there. And the nice thing about Heart of Wildwood, you can sit up on the deck up there, and it overlooks the boardwalk, and you can people watch all day or all evening, which we do a lot while we're eating Max Pizza at night. So yeah, that's something I think we need to do, is go to Wildwood. But going in the next day or so, or not the next day or so, but in the next couple of days, if we were to go down, I'm not sure what's going to be open though. Is there going to be anything open?
Yeah, I would say. Why would they?
On Memorial Day. I don't know.
We're spinning, and I'm looking weird.
Oh no. Did we get cut off? Can you guys still see us?
Oh, I know where Seashell Ice Cream is. Isn't that one that you come in and
it's the yellow,
always mobbed?
The yellow building.
It's when you're coming in to the...
Oh, on Rio Grande.
I think so.
There, we're back.
Blue Devil Casket Sealer.
Gasket, not casket.
Oh.
Gasket sealer.
Your mom wants to go to Wildwood, so we're going.
Oh.
Okay, it's set.
All right, Mom. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to take you out of the house yet. I'm nervous about you. We were buffering. He's like, I don't know. It's Connor. He's up there playing games.
Oh.
He's taking away our bandwidth.
Gabe, what are you guys playing? Okay, I think we stayed there before. Didn't we stay at the Marlene?
Yeah, we stayed at the Marlene. The Marlene is very nice. And if I'm trying, there was two on towards the crest that we stayed at, and I'm trying to remember what's what. The Marlene, I think, is off of the. It's like just off of Atlantic. It's the second road over, or maybe it is on Atlantic. I can't remember. But that one, I liked it. It was a small motel. The only thing I didn't like about it were the beds. I think the beds were like super hard. But other than that, it was nice, and the people were really nice. And I don't think it had a pool either, but I can't remember. Jeez, look at you go, man. Yeah. My mom said she didn't want to go.
And I said, you don't want to go? I questioned about that.
She's probably worried about everything, too.
Where's it? They said they give out huge scoops.
The Seashell ice cream place, is that on Rio Grande, or is it the one that...
It's all homemade, too.
There's an ice cream place that is always very busy. It's yellow, wood slatted.
D-Nick said that I'm thinking you're saying that the Marlene is across from the Rite Aid. Is that true? Is that what that means?
Yeah, I think so. Have you, everybody that goes to Wildwood, have you ever gone to the, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the name of the place. Oh, crap. It's the Key West Cafe. It's near the Crest. It's a little breakfast place. I think they do lunch too. When we first started going there, they did, it was two for $2.22. 2 eggs, 2.
Who's this? What?
The Key West Cafe. It was 2 for $2. You got 2 eggs.
Oh yeah. Garrett hated going there.
2 sausage, 2 bacon, 2 something or other for $2.22, and it was actually it was pretty good. And, but the last time we went, we weren't super impressed with it.
Remember how Garrett hated going there?
Oh yeah, he did hate that. D Nick, that's awesome. RVing is a lot of fun. It's when you can do it,
Yeah.
you can get out and do it.
I mean, it's fun to see different places and you still have the comfort of your home, kind of. So.
Yeah.
Although I still like going to hotels, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Portofino, Universal Orlando. It's awesome. But it is nice to have all of your stuff where you're at, wherever you're at, whenever you're there. Okay, yeah, Tim, I do remember seeing that ice cream place. We've never gone there, though. Have you ever eaten at, what is it, Val's Tomato Pies? I've always been curious about that place. Never, and I think it's close to the seashell, I think. D-Nick, as far as RVs go, it is, I'll be honest with you, it's a crapshoot. It really is, as far as build quality goes. Based on everything that we've seen and looked through, I would say Grand Design does a good job. Rockwood does a good job with quality. And then, of course, you get into some of the higher ends. And, man, they are just so expensive. So expensive. But just keep this in mind. You'll probably see this on a gazillion videos on YouTube that the RV, it's sitting on a frame. It's, you know, either aluminum or wood, and then they put paneling over it, and it just goes down the highway at 60 miles an hour, which is like being in a hurricane. And, you know, all the vibration and everything, things are going to shake apart. It's inevitable. With our camper, that happened with the sidewall, to me, that's unacceptable. I mean, that is definitely something that nobody should have to go through when they get a new camper. But again, I've heard it, I've read about it on all different brands, across all the different brands. So, it's a crapshoot, it's what it is. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the parts that are used, like the microwaves, the stoves, the ovens, the air conditioning, it runs the gamut. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. A lot of different manufacturers use the same exact thing. So
right.
When it comes to that, and a lot of that stuff is what breaks. You know, the build quality, the thing I would look for aluminum frame. A lot of people are using Azdel now, a lot of the manufacturers for the sidewalls. So you have the fiberglass, then Azdel, which is a plastic material, instead of Luan, and that is bonded to the fiberglass on the outside. I think you have a better shot of less problems if you have the Azdel underneath the fiberglass. But that remains to be seen, because it just came out a couple of years ago, or at least they started using it widespread a couple of years ago.
Oh my goodness. They have the Forest River Vengeance, isn't that a toy hauler?
Uh-huh. Oh, they have a Grand Design too? Yeah. Yeah. We probably would have wound up with a Grand Design, but because we bought the truck first. We were kind of up against payload capacities and everything. I think that the Nissan would have worked okay, but we would have been over, and it would have bothered me all the time. We would have had to get another truck. On our truck, on our camper, our payload capacity, I think I've said this before, or the pin weight is 1,130 pounds, which is like ridiculous for a 34-foot fifth wheel. And it's still, the construction on ours is pretty good, daggone good. It's got aluminum framing on 5 sides. The only part that's not aluminum framed is the roof. And the walls are thicker than other brands. And that's another thing. Some of the walls on those are super thin. You want to get something that's a little bit thicker. It makes it, more sturdy. And then the floors, there's really no give in our floors. We've walked into so many campers where you're walking across and it's like walking on a trampoline because the floor is giving so much. Right?
Yep. Oh, Tim, I've asked him over and over to put the plants in the ground, but I can't blame him because the weather's been horrible.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not going to put them in on Sunday. He has to till one more time, so the ground has to dry out. So maybe, hopefully by Friday of next week, it will be in and done. Hope so.
Yeah, small blocks. That's not a bad idea. I mean, gosh, if you get on YouTube, there's so many people that do that. I've even thought about doing it with the Trooper, but I'd have to take the back seats out or do something with it in order to be able to sleep in it because there's just not enough length to lay straight in there. So I'm thinking actually about getting another camper. We've been talking about it.
No, not we.
For overlanding, just something small that I can tow behind the Trooper and I can go off-road. But I can't find one that I really like, and that's, the suspension on a lot of these, they make them look like all this fancy stuff for doing off-road, and they put these knobby tires on it. But then when you look at the suspension, it's like, this thing won't last if you take it off-road.
When did we go to Wildwood last year? What month? Wasn't it July?
July, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait a minute, maybe it was August. I don't know. It was either July or August.
Hi, Red Jaguar. How are you?
Hey, Herbie.
How's your day going?
You don't have to apologize. It's got to be, well, I was getting ready to say, it's got to be crazy, the traffic around Philly, but right now, is it really that crazy?
Oh, I bet it is.
When I was at DC today, or near DC, the traffic was like a quarter of what it normally is. I shouldn't say I was shocked. I was telling Connor, because Connor went with me, it's like, it was pretty bad, but I'm like, this is nothing.
What is RTT for the Trooper?
I don't know. What's RTT? Maybe that's an event or something.
I don't know.
They go every year, second week of July.
I don't remember when we went.
Oh, rooftop tent. No, you know what?
Oh.
I have that luggage rack or whatever you want to call it, the safari rack on top. And believe it or not, the Troopers are only rated for 50 pounds on the roof. That's the maximum that you're supposed to put on them. And I mean, I've had our gold dredge up top there and some other stuff. We actually, it's kind of funny looking going down the road, but we had so many people stare at us. I wish I had pictures of it.
What? The dredge?
The whole dredge built, not disassembled, sitting on top of the roof. We would put the dredge up there, crank it down with ratchet straps, and just head down the road. And of course, it has the snorkel sitting up there and the 2 pontoons, and then the engine on it, and it kind of looked like a time machine or something. But no, I mean, I watch Camper Van Kevin. He just did that with a sidekick. He's got that rooftop tent, the wolf top tent or wolf tent.
Something like that.
Yeah, but anyway, I can't imagine that sidekick is rated for what he weighs plus the dogs plus the tent. But That's all I need. I'd get up top there and the whole thing would collapse, and then I'd really be looking for another truck. Mazda Pride.
My favorite time, Anna.
What's that?
Bath time and bedtime. That was my favorite time with the kids. Yeah. Hi, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda. You'll restart on Monday. Well, let's talk about that.
I'm doing pretty good. I had a little slip up.
Last week I lost 3 pounds. I only weigh myself on Saturdays now. I used to do it every day, but now I just do Saturdays. Last week I lost 3 pounds. Then this week I was doing good, and then Michelle picked up the phone, or no, she's like, I'm heading out to the bank. Let's go to McDonald's. And I'm like, okay.
Well, we didn't do really bad.
Oh, I did. I got that McDonald's big box or whatever it is.
Yeah, he got this bundle box.
Bundle
and
box,
I didn't
that's
know they
it.
made such a thing. He said, I'm getting a bundle box. And I'm like, well, you're not going to eat the whole thing. He said, yes, I am. I'm eating the whole thing.
2 French fries, 2 Big Macs, 2 small
He didn't
cheeseburgers.
eat it all.
There was some, 7-piece nugget, chicken nugget or something?
10 nugget.
10-piece nugget.
I had 2 of the nuggets, and then Connor and I split a fry.
Somebody ate my Big Mac.
Nobody ate your Big Mac.
I put it in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag and it
The
disappeared.
next morning when I came down, there was a piece this big sitting in the bag.
What happened to that piece?
I ate it for breakfast. Well, I ate the meat. I threw the bread away.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so yeah, as far as how we're doing on keto, that's kind of where we're at. And we're doing, the past couple days we've been doing pretty good, except for last night. And Sunday, we're going down to my mom's. We're probably going to get pizza, so that's not going to be good unless we just eat the toppings off of it. Yeah, I know.
No.
We'll probably go to our favorite pizza place in Baltimore, Gill's Pizza, pick up some pies and go over there and eat outside. By the way, Herbie, you didn't hear, you got in late, but our truck, or Michelle's truck, it got approved for a new long block, but there's no engines available in North America, and the factory is closed until further notice because of COVID, and they have no idea when it's going to start up again. So we're kind of wondering what we're going to do. But as far as, oh, by the way, we're still going to Myrtle Beach, July 11th through the 17th of this year. Myrtle Beach, Pirate Land, with RV Daydream and Red Badger. Red Jaguar. I don't know why I keep saying Red Badger.
Me either.
I knew somebody that had a call sign that was Red Badger. That's why. Yeah. So I mean, if hopefully we'll have our truck by then, and we put 1,000 miles on it before we start towing. But if we don't get the truck back prior to them putting a new motor in it, we're going to we'll probably have to rent a truck or something to go down to.
We're not renting a truck.
How are we gonna get to Myrtle Beach?
We're driving ours.
If we don't have it, we'll can't.
Have it. Stop it.
She's always optimistic. I've never had a double Big Mac.
I didn't know they made them.
That's what he said. Well, they have.
Well, I see that's what
They
he
have
said.
the
I
bigger
didn't know
ones.
they made
I
'em.
think they put like quarter pounders on them or something, instead of the thin.
No. They probably so small blocks. Have you ever had a double Big Mac? Do they still use the thin little patties, or do they use the quarter pounder patties? I don't like Big Macs. So.
Crazy.
I like the quarter pounders.
Yep.
Yes, Mazda, I know. That's why Garrett did not want us to buy the Titan.
Well, as far as that goes, though, the 5.6 liter that is in the Nissan, that was a bulletproof engine, and it was in the Gen 1s and I think the Gen 2s if this is a Gen 3. But when they made it direct injection, that's when it caused problems like we're having. The older engines had exhaust manifold problems that were easily fixed. But I don't know. When it comes to cars and trucks, nowadays I think it's kind of a crapshoot. I've been doing so much research on different vehicles in case we have to replace the Nissan, and it's a crapshoot. It really is. GM has problems with this, that, and the other. Ford's got their own set of problems. So it's just a matter of.
They're from Perry Hall.
Oh, that's awesome. That's where I grew up, and she grew up in Overley. Where do you live now, D-Nick? It's New York, right?
No, they're in Essex.
Oh, okay.
I think they grew up in Perry Hall, but they live in Essex.
Oh, that's right. The camping. I can't remember what the name is. They were up in New York. They're getting snow tonight. I thought it was D-Nick. Yeah.
What did you say, Herbie? That wasn't nice. I missed it. Now I gotta go back.
Ford 250 or 350? Oh. Well, if we do get a Ford, it'll be a 350 or a 450. One of the two. Well, Mike and Heidi got a 350. We got to outdo them. We got to get a 450. Actually, as far as trucks go, I am really... If we do something else in the future, it's either the 350 with the 7.3 liter.
I bet we're going to do the diesel Chevy.
And I'm thinking, a Silverado 3500 with the D-Max or the Duramax engine. And the only reason I say that is because Duramax is made by Isuzu, and it's a good engine. It really is. Plus the fact I kind of like the idea of having a diesel, even though the exhaust brake on it and everything. But they are expensive to maintain.
The main road that your street is off of, isn't that Perry Hall Boulevard? The two-lane road.
Silver Spring?
Oh, that's Silver Spring? Mm-hmm. Never mind.
Yeah.
So, no, D-Nick, sorry. So, off of Silver Spring Road.
What did he say?
He grew up off of PerryAll Boulevard.
Oh, Perry Hall Boulevard.
Perry
Hall Boulevard is the road that connects between... goes from Bel Air Road down to White Marsh.
Well, that's what I said. That's the road you're off of. Your mom is off of.
Yeah, well, but Silver Spring does that too. But it doesn't connect directly to White Marsh.
The four-way light where Wendy's is and used to be Mars, that road.
It's Silver Spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but right now we're kind of focused on the Nissan, getting the Nissan straightened out hopefully, and what?
Small Blocks wants us to get a Peterbilt.
Okay. That'd be awesome.
I don't think so.
I might be able to get an old one.
Yeah?
Yeah. That would be awesome to pull up to a campground with that thing. Then we can talk about getting one of those really heavy, big fifth wheels. The ones that are like 45 feet long.
No. That's too much for me.
Yeah, I bet you'd go inside one and you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We have to get it.
I can stay inside of one. It's the transporting. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, Herbie, have you headed down? You're heading down soon to Cape May, right?
Is he?
He was talking about that. I was kind of hoping we could maybe meet up, but ain't looking like it. Why?
Oh, near Harford County.
Okay, yeah, I know where that is. Yeah. So Mazda Pride, why is your truck only running on 5 cylinders? Watts on wheel.
Have you seen theirs?
No. I haven't seen that. Oh my gosh, it's 7:50. You want to do the drawing?
It's up to you.
You guys want to do the drawing now? Let's get a show of hands first. We lost a couple people, but hopefully they'll see this.
All right, so he's talking about his engine here. When I did the SC install, I don't know what that is.
Supercharger install.
I did 0 prep. It ran great for 2 months.
Well, if you've been watching the vlogs, you know that I got something going on in cylinder number 2. So it's a fuel injector. And when I got that supercharger, it came off of an Xterra. It came off of Via Cross, and that had a seized up motor. But I just took everything off of it and threw it onto my truck exactly the way it was on that truck.
He said cylinder 6 ran lean. On an incline, lost compression on 6.
Oh no.
So Mazda Pride, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just relaying the information.
Well, he lost compression, so he's not getting compression on that cylinder anymore. Something happened with the rings.
Okay.
Herbie, I'll definitely check out their channel.
He's been driving it without it connected.
He's got a 2.8 liter Duramax in his Colorado.
That's cool.
Yep. It's a good motor.
He thinks the valve's melted.
It's possible, yeah. Time to take that head off and see what's happening inside. If it's a valve, you can fix that pretty easily, but it's going to be tricky getting that head off. When I did my motor, when I pulled the head off of both sides of it, I did not break any head bolts, but on the engine that I tore apart that came out of that Via Cross, as I was tearing that apart to get parts out of it just to salvage it, I broke 3 bolts off getting it out. And I was being less careful, but they do have a tendency to snap because they're like torque once kind of bolts. They're not real hard.
But since you've already taken everything apart, I think everything will come out easier this time.
No, it shouldn't, because you torque it down.
Everything wouldn't be as rusty.
It heats and cools, and there's no rust because the bolts are sitting in oil basically. But anyway,
Gabe, I'm just sitting here. I don't know what they're talking about either. I just relay the information.
oh geez. Well, why don't you tear the 3.5 apart, and if it's got a bad cylinder, of course, you never know what you find in it.
Yeah, you'll never know.
She knows what she's talking about. Thanks.
And you get that 3.5. That's what you want. You do it.
Thanks, Anna. Appreciate it. All right, let's do the drawing.
All right.
So everybody ready? Here we go.
Here we go.
Let me mix it up for you, and then I'll let you pick it out. Well, this is our first ever.
I want you to pick.
She wants me to pick because she feels guilty that
somebody isn't going to win.
and listen, the odds are really great. We have 14 people on right now, and there was 19 people that made a comment.
Good luck, Maddie. She said she better win, so.
Oh, that's what she said. No idea.
All right, I think they're mixed.
The odds are very good. Very, very good.
Did you drop one?
I don't know. I thought I did. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick it.
Mazda 6 cheering everyone on.
Yep. Drum roll, please.
Or, oh my gosh, tell them to pick one.
I want to make sure they're mixed up really.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, here it is.
Oh boy.
Here it is. You guys ready?
You want me to open it and read it? Here, let me do that part.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I didn't put out Easter baskets this year, okay? I'm a bad mom. So my one son left me. My other son were all in quarantine. I didn't get Easter candy. He said he didn't want Easter candy, so we didn't do Easter candy. So this is the first I've gotten the Easter basket out this year. So there's the story, Tim. All right, the winner. is Casey Carr.
Casey Carr.
Do I say what he wants?
The Oregon Hillbilly. He didn't want anything. And I said, well, you're getting an Amazon card then.
So Casey Carr, you're the big winner. All right. Thank you. And to everyone else, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for participating. Thanks for watching our vlogs, these goofy things all the time. We really appreciate it. Now, we're at 588 subscribers right now. When we hit 1,000, we're going to do another giveaway. And this one's going to be a big giveaway. So if you didn't win this time, you have another chance. But we got to get to 1,000. So go out there, share the videos, tell people, get over to that channel and subscribe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gabe. No.
What did he say?
He said, you better have hit eggs. And I said, I didn't hit
No, we didn't do
eggs.
anything for Easter except nothing. Yeah.
It wasn't a good one.
No.
So.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Anna.
Thanks, Anna. Appreciate it. So, yeah, that's it. That's our life for this week. We haven't done a live stream in a couple of weeks. It feels like it's been months.
Switch cams in the basket. I could, but I'm not going to. He didn't want candy. I asked him, I said, Connor, do you want candy? Because I would have gone online and bought whatever I could find. He didn't want it.
Oh, you know what? I did mention in the giveaway vlog that I would draw another person. Should we do that on the air?
Whatever you want to do.
That's just as a backup. So
I am a horrible mom. I know.
I'm gonna draw another person out of this just in case something goes wrong and I can't get in touch with Casey Carr.
Well, yes, we can. We talk
Yeah, I
to him
know.
all the time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna put this over here.
What is that for?
That's a like in case Casey Carr like he refuses to take the prize or something, and then we'll contact the runner up. My mom said horrible.
I know. I'm terrible. I'll make up for it.
We didn't get a chance to get out to get candy because of the.
We could have done something, but we chose not to.
Yeah.
What's the next holiday coming up? My birthday. And then 4th of July, which really isn't a present event.
No.
So Connor will have to wait till Christmas at this point.
Yeah.
We'll tell Connor hi. Thanks, Anna.
It's good to see you, Anna. You guys take care up there. And more house vlogs.
Yes.
We got to see what you're doing up there. And when everything opens up, you need to try that bakery around the corner from you.
Where?
It's near her house.
Oh.
It looks good. I checked it out.
Happy Mother's Day to you too, Anna.
Gabe wants Connor to come down.
Oh, well, Gabriel, aren't you playing games with him? You tell him.
Yeah, tell him, because he's not going to listen to me. Oh, by the way, I wanted to do this so I can get it in the vlog that I'm working on for tomorrow morning. You guys want to say hi? Say hi to the vlog.
Silly.
Then you can see yourself in the vlog tomorrow. Say hi. And I have to hold it here because there's like a huge delay.
Here, I'll do that for you.
Here it goes.
Well, does anybody else have plans for Mother's Day? Any special
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
plans? Going anywhere? Seeing any moms? What are you doing? Is there a Mother's Day tradition that anybody has that they want to share?
Anna, we'll definitely come up there at some point. after this mess is over for sure.
All right, I can't say what's happening.
They're saying hi, vlog. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So Mike, you guys, I thought you de-winterized it. Did you re-winterize it like we did? Run the heated takes and see how everything goes. Oh, okay. Yeah, Connor said Connor died in a plane crash. So you guys gonna stay in there tonight or tomorrow night or when? You guys must be getting good weather coming up next week too, so you should be good to go.
Gabe, I will text Connor, but Connor does not answer his texts from his mother.
I am vlogging on my phone, Anna. Actually, the past 2 weeks I have been using the S10 Plus a ton for vlogging. Because I'm carrying it around with me, I just take it out of my pocket and I start shooting. It's easier than getting the gimbal out and set everything up. And the way I have everything set up here, I have a network attached storage device.
So basically, he bought all those cameras just so he could use his phone.
This is just another tool.
Okay.
I've got a whole bunch of stuff. We could do multiple angles. Look at that. We got this awesome camera we're shooting this live stream on. Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, yeah, and I have a network attached storage device that's hooked up to the network. So with the phone, when I'm done shooting for the day, all I do is connect to that and I just dump all the files over to that so that I can start editing right away. Now the funny thing is, I've been shooting on my phone more, but I'm not editing on the phone anymore. I'm using the Filmora 9 software, which is, I've been so happy with that. It's been working so great. But I occasionally will use KineMaster for doing some of the vlogs, or some elements of the vlog. But I've been having fun using the computer, and I can get it done a little bit quicker. You're probably getting better at KineMaster than I was, because I haven't been using it anymore.
So the RV is full of water. We're going to stay.
Okay.
And run the furnace. Looking.
You partly re-wintered, but did not pour down your drains and get the water out of the traps. Oh, or if you're, Herb, you said you partly re-winterized, but you did not pour antifreeze.
He's talking to you.
Yeah, I did pour antifreeze down the drains. I poured it into the toilet. I poured it into the sink in the bathroom, the shower, and the kitchen. I did. Thanks for bringing that up,
Thank
though.
you.
I just didn't show it.
You didn't?
I showed pouring it into the toilet, and you said, "Why are you showing the toilet?" I said, "Because I want to show the toilet."
Oh goodness.
But you know what? They're saying like 30, 31. It'll probably be okay, and it's only going to be probably for an hour, maybe 2. It's not going to be a hard freeze. But I didn't want to take any chances. Yeah, I can't believe you had snow out there, Mike. That's crazy. I saw it on the radar, and I was thinking about you guys. I guess you were loving it.
He doesn't want snow anymore.
No, he doesn't. I know. I was being sarcastic. He's thinking about Florida. See you, Mazda. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, do me a favor. Send some pictures of your trooper.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him. Cool, Anna. You still have your Sony camera?
Very good. You're watching Little Mermaid.
Cool.
You know what we're watching? We're going to watch Bad Boys this weekend.
Are we?
Yes.
I thought we were going to watch Rise of Skywalker.
We're watching that too.
Connor got Disney Plus, So he paid for it. So I figured, hey, we're going to watch the last movie.
We're going to take advantage of it.
We're going to take full advantage of it. Hey, by the way, we made it up to, I think, 17 concurrent viewers tonight. That's a record for us. That's funny, Herbie. Yeah, maybe. The way this weather's going.
I think we're just going to be all sitting at Pirate Land together and just pretty much just sitting.
With masks on.
No, I'm not wearing a mask. I refuse.
That might be what the requirement is down there. All campground people must wear masks. And social distancing.
Oh, his was held for review. I will let your comment go through, Mike. Your comment was held for us to review it. It didn't find it appropriate. You sure, Anna? I think Charlotte would love Bad Boys Part 2.
Anna, you got to get her into the horror movies early. Just come on.
Oh. Oh, I hate when it does that.
He's not wearing one if possible.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you have to wear them, Herbie, with your job right now when you're out? Do you have to wear a mask?
I have been walking around with that respirator on everywhere that I go if I have to go to a store. She's like, does not like to wear it. Oh, by the way, where I was today, where I went in, there was a gentleman wearing the same kind of mask.
You should have air high-fived each other. Oh.
Right. Connor wouldn't go in with me. Cause he started to.
Because he didn't want to wear the mask?
He didn't want to wear the mask, the respirator.
Oh. Well, how did you see it, Herbie? Did you see it because I clicked the show button? I don't know how this works. I'm just clicking on stuff.
By the way, Tim, I'm going to have a video coming up soon of the theater. I was thinking about doing that the other day. I've got to get the Halo View review up, and I'll probably do that for this Sunday, and then I'll shoot of the theater. It's kind of a mess electronically. I have a lot of big plans for it, and I kind of stopped. But I'll show you everything that I did with it. See, he's got an N95 mask too.
Well, that's okay. N95 masks are fine. That's what you're doing.
Herbie, because he's a moderator, he saw it, the comment anyway.
Oh, okay. Hey, is that how you spell? No, prude of a mom. Is that how you spell it?
No, I wouldn't say prude.
Oh, well.
I guess it could be. I just see your comment.
Herbie sees what I see.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. I think it is a good deal. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry you didn't win. Next time, got to help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Then we'll have another giveaway.
Yep. All right.
We I didn't see Mike. Are you guys staying in the camper this weekend? Did he say?
Yes. Tonight.
Tonight?
Did you see this message? He sold his...
I did, yeah, I saw that. Yep. Hey, Mike, I've been using the AX700 a lot. For live streams, I've been using it for sunsets. And then when I've been doing stuff like the review I did for the Halo View, I use that as the primary camera. Actually, I think that's the only camera that I use for it. Maybe use my phone a little bit. Yeah, I like it. And I like being able to use the wireless mics too. The phone, I can get an adapter to plug into the USB-C port so that I can use these, and I might do that. at some point so that we can take advantage of the wireless mics and use the phone to record. But the RX100, it does not have an audio input on it, so kind of limited with what I can do with the wireless mics, or any mic for that matter. Thanks a lot, Herbie.
I agree, Mike. I'm all down for that. You just need a couple drinks and you're good to go.
Yeah, plenty of alcohol. Strong stuff.
Do you know what I had today to go with my Taco Bell? I had a Long Island iced tea slushie.
Really? Yes. They sell those at
No.
Taco Bell?
And maybe, Herbie, maybe you know about this. Pennsylvania, the Rudders, they sell slushy alcohol
Thanks, Paul's
drinks.
in effect.
So I had one today at work, and it was okay.
We're trying to catch up on a bunch of people's channels that we've subscribed to recently. So we've checked out a couple of your videos.
Isn't there a way just to copy paste the names?
Just do at.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So do an at, and then it goes to them.
How do you know?
It'll start filling it out for you. I don't know about this, but it might.
No.
There you go. See? And then you just click.
Oh, that was easy.
Yep.
That didn't work. Bloop.
Yeah. See, you're learning.
I should be getting paid for this.
Yeah. Trying to.
Tim says you can shoot 4K with your phone.
Yeah, I can shoot 4K with it, and the camera that we're using now will also work with 4K. But I found out that, I don't know, I might start using it more 4K. The only thing is with the AX700, I can't do 60 frames per second in 4K, and I don't think the phone will do it either. And I like doing like slow motion and stuff like that, and then when you cut 30 down to 15 or something, it kind of looks jerky a little bit.
Why is that red up there? Did I hit something?
That's because he sent it directly to us. He did the @ sign. I think he was showing you.
Oh, thank you.
What's he love?
The alcohol slushies at Rudders.
Oh, really? They have them at Rutgers?
In Pennsylvania, it's a thing. It's a Pennsylvania thing, apparently.
Pretty soon they're going to have drive-through liquor stores up there. Like down in South Carolina.
Are you still here? Did you know Rudders has alcohol slushies? And what's funny, because you're like, oh, you're going to Rudders. Obviously, you're driving, and you're buying alcohol to, like, sip in a cup. They put a little piece of tape over the straw hole.
Yeah.
And I guess a cop probably sits 3 feet away and waits to see those cups come out, and then he follows you.
And the tape is so, like, restrictive, you could just lift the lid off and take a sip.
Well, I said that to Tom. I said, you could just take the lid off, because she's like, I take the tape and I set it to the side. And I'm like, why don't you just take the lid off? And she's like, I never thought of that.
Can he get his flip phone to shoot 4K?
I doubt it.
Maybe if you get 6 of them together and shoot them all at once and then stitch it all together. Please don't tell me you have a flip phone still.
I doubt it.
We're going to have to get you squared away this year, because if you're going to start a channel up, you got to have something that shoots a good video on your phone. I tell you what, this thing has... I probably would not have gotten nearly as much footage as I have this past couple of weeks if I didn't have my phone.
Have you tried super slow-mo?
I did a couple of times, and I did it with the RX100 too. 240, 480, and then like 960, and it has limited usefulness. Now the AX700, it has a lot of really good slow motion and time-lapse features built into it. You can go up to I think 960 with that. Obviously the resolution decreases, but I think it goes up to 240 frames per second without losing resolution. Maybe it's just 1080p, but I don't think it does anything in 4K as far as those types of features. It's called Super Slow-Mo, and then there's something else. But you got to be in manual mode to do it, and you got to adjust the frame rate, you got to adjust the aperture, you have to adjust the shutter speed. But I don't know, I've been having fun with it. The vlog I shot last night, and it was posted this morning when we were finishing our walk up, the moon was amazing. I told Michelle I wish I had the camera with the tripod so that I could set it up coming up over the hill like that. It was amazing. Beautiful video.
Mike's
Or beautiful
talking about
moon.
he uses his phone, his S9.
Yeah, Mike, I
For
remember.
his live streams.
Oh yeah, for your live streams. I remember you talking about this when you were down in South Carolina last year, like how much you liked the Note 10. I think it was the Note 10, and how good the stabilization was. It works fantastic.
Look at me, I'm just learning. You bought the Moment case?
Yeah, for this nice, so I can twist a really good one. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, we can't live stream with this yet because we don't have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, what do you mean?
We have to use a computer or a device hooked up to a computer until we hit 1,000 subscribers.
How do they know?
They know what device you're streaming on. And last year I did a vlog from Mary Meadows with my phone, a live stream.
Yeah,
And
but they changed the rules?
They changed the rules.
Oh.
They keep moving the goalposts back with all these different things.
Okay.
But that's another reason I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I mean, because I'd love to do live streams while we're out. You know. So.
Who knew?
Yep. Oh, are you talking about the drone shots from us? We had a drone. Connor had a drone, and he was shooting me mowing the lawn one day, and it went haywire, and it took off like a bat out of hell and ran into. It almost hit the power lines across the street, but it ran into the pasture, and just the camera got destroyed, and the drone was damaged. But that was a tough drone, and it still flies. And I never bothered to get another camera for it. They wanted $50 because they wouldn't take care of it under warranty. It was already out of warranty, but $50 for the gimbal. It needed a whole new gimbal, and I didn't want to risk, buying another one because the drone that he has, which was a Zero or XIRO, Zero maybe, yeah, it was Zero. that drone had issues sometimes with just going crazy, and I don't think they ever fixed it in firmware. But it was a good drone. It had good.
I think
good camera.
Gotten it fixed, or you should fix it because you probably could.
I have to get a new camera. Because all it was the gimbal that just like clipped right onto it, and then you have.
The camera.
I don't even know if they sell it anymore. There are so many better things out there now. That thing was 4 years old now, 3 or 4 years old. And cheaper, better.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jeff, you are in luck because Marcus loves to talk about the gooseneck.
It's funny. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by.
He wants to know how the turning radius is.
The turning radius is very good, but I will put an asterisk next to that. It's going to depend on the front of your camper and the length of the bed of your truck. But we almost, and I don't know if I did a video of it, I shot some still shots, but we almost got it 90 degrees with our setup. It was probably like that. And I mean, it was very, very close to 90, and we still had some room. Now, if things had flexed, if we had been on a hill or something like that, we probably would have hit the cab of the truck. But yeah, I love the goose box.
Gooseneck. Is it a neck?
It's goose box.
Oh.
It's a Reese goose box. It is a goose neck because it's not a fifth wheel anymore because it goes onto the goose ball. But it's called a goose box because it has an airbag in it and it has the shocks, and that's why they call it a box.
And when we went to pick up the fifth wheel from the dealer, didn't they install it for us? Did they not install it?
When we got the fifth wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, they installed the goose box, and I told them, I said, you need to install one bolt up from the fifth wheel pin box. And what did they do? They installed it in the same spot that the original pin box was on. And we promptly got it home, and then my son Garrett and I took it off and lowered it to where it should be, or raised it up. We raised it up because we were at like 4 inches of space between the bed rails,
Yeah.
and then the camper. So when we moved it up, we got another almost 3 inches out of the lift. So I felt much more comfortable when the camper was shifting back and forth without it hitting the truck. And knock on wood, we haven't had any problems in that regard. Thank goodness. And we love the Goose Box. It rides great. Going down the road, it handles very good. You know, there's no porpoising that really happens, or chucking. So yeah, and you know, they have a new model out of that, the Goose Box 2.0, that has some new features that I'd love to have, and I'd love to trade this one in for it, but they're not that amazing that I say we gotta upgrade. They moved a couple things around. They made it a little bit easier when you're filling it with air to see where the airbag is sitting.
Oh, I think it's
Yeah.
very convenient.
It's not bad. The other thing is they had a problem with the air release valve on it, and sometimes it would just, if you go over a really big bump and it really hits the airbag hard, it would release the air. That's happened once to us.
You need to read Jeff's comment. See, he just goes on and on.
I'm sorry.
So I don't know anything about the hitches, obviously, so I'm not much
All right,
help.
so the Anderson hitch. Let's talk about that a minute. I did a lot of research because my goal with going with the Reese Goose Box was, it was out of necessity to reduce the amount of payload on the truck. So with a Goose Box, or with a traditional fifth wheel pin, the pin box is lighter than our Goose Box, but then of course we had to have the big hitch in the bed of the truck, and that added about 300 to 400 pounds depending on which hitch we put into the truck. The Goose Box added about 125 pounds total versus 60 pounds for the traditional fifth wheel pin box. So we added, like, let's say 70 pounds over what the original pin box was. But in the bed of the truck, all we have is the 10-pound goose ball, and then the two things for the chains to hook to.
And he was very leaning towards that Anderson hitch.
Yeah, I was gonna,
for a while.
I was very close to the Anderson. You know why? Because the Anderson hitch, it only weighs like 35 pounds, and we would have gained even more from using that. Now, the reason I didn't go towards the Anderson hitch, there's two reasons. Number one was, and this was a big one for us because our camper was new, it will void your warranty on your camper or in the frame. And the Reese Goose Box does not void the warranty on your frame. And that's the reason I went with the Goose Box. The second reason is, and I started really looking at the Anderson, and I heard great things about it, but I started seeing a lot of pictures of people that had failures on them. And basically, most of the failures occur when somebody slams on their brakes and then it just crumples. The top part would fold up and just collapse the whole thing. And I just didn't want to take a chance. I think the design idea is a good idea. Oh, you know what the other thing was? There was a third thing with the Anderson. So the part that the Anderson hitch, the way it works, you've got the ball sitting on the top of their hitch in the bed of your truck like this. Then you've got this piece that comes over and drops down onto it. The way this hooks up to your pin box on your truck or on your camper, it like pushes in, and then it's held in place by some bolts. But then to tighten all that up, there's 4 set screws that go up and push up onto the pin box. And I've seen lots and lots of pictures from the travel trailer moving and the truck bouncing up and down. Eventually those set screws start digging into the pin box, and I've seen actual cracks and holes through the pin box from those set screws. And if you look at a typical pin box like the one on our lightweight fifth wheel, the steel is thin. It's probably like 14, 16 gauge steel maybe, the bottom part of it. And it would have taken no time for those set screws to dig through there. I was confident of that. That was really what pushed me over the edge, and I said, no, I'm not going to do
warranty.
it. The warranty thing was a big thing, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's...
Hope that it helps answer some questions for you, Jeff.
Yeah, and all you have to do is Google it. You'll see some stuff about it and the problems that people have had with them. Yeah,
And it's nice to have the bed of the truck open.
That's right, yeah. So if you have an Anderson hitch, yeah, it's very small. It doesn't take up nearly the space that a fifth wheel hitch does, but you still got to crank down with a ratchet to tighten it up to put it into the truck, and then you have to lift it out. So when we're camping, if we are, we're at our campsite, and let's say we want to go, get a bunch of firewood or something. The only thing we got to do is take the goose ball out and the two puck things. Actually, we don't even have to take them out half the time. And it takes up very little space, yeah. By the way, I began to shoot a walkthrough video of our camper last year, and I think I lost the footage. But anyway, we never got that finished. We are going to do that this year, come hell or high water.
You got nothing else to do.
Right. And I will go over that because I was explaining everything about our tow vehicle and about how the goose box worked and everything. Yeah, and as I was saying about our goose box, we had the air bag go out once where it like deflated a little bit, but we carry a compressor with us all the time, so it wasn't a big deal. We just reinflated it on one of our stops and got it into the green area. And all you need to do if you have a compressor that has a timer on it, you just set it for 40 or 50 psi. I think you can put a maximum of 50 psi. I set it for 45.
Where did you learn about the warranty issue? Like they wouldn't cover it with warranty. Where did you learn that information?
I talked directly with our trailer manufacturer about that, and they said the only thing if you're doing a goose box or a gooseneck type setup, the only one that is supported is the Reese goose box.
Now, was that just our RV manufacturer? Maybe other RV companies don't have that issue?
It depends, because Lippert is the one who made our frame, and Lippert is on a lot of campers. And if Lippert says it voids the warranty, chances are if it's another brand, it'll void the warranty on that brand as well. Now, Anderson, they had always talked about they have this $1 million or $5 million warranty or something like that, where they'll pay up to such and such if they don't cover your warranty. Well, I've read, and again, this is the internet, you don't know what you're reading, if it's true or not, but I've heard stories where Anderson really wasn't willing to pay up when
it's a struggle to get them to
pay. Sure. Yes, but I don't know. I can only say what I've read, and just things like that kind of push me in again away from it. But I was just watching before we came down here. I was watching A Chick's Life, and he has a Anderson, and they've been very happy with it. So I guess your mileage will vary. But he had
your mileage will vary.
Your mileage will vary depending on, you talk to one person and they don't like it, another person loves it. But he had a sliding hitch before he had the Anderson, so I think he probably was out of warranty before he started using it, so it wasn't such a big deal for him. Yeah, I'd be curious if you decide to go with the Anderson. Let us know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you think of it. We've talked about this. If we ever get another fifth wheel, and we get another truck where we don't have to worry so much about the payload, I would still get the goose box. I love it. It's
convenient.
It's convenient, and Michelle, she's great at backing up the truck, and I help her out with lining up the ball, and I drop the camper right on it, and we go. There has been very few times that we've had any trouble or struggle getting that lined up. I think it's probably no worse than backing the fifth wheel in.
I mean, it's simple because you see the goose box, you put it right in the middle of the window.
Yep.
That's what I do.
And she only almost crushed me once.
Well,
It was just once. That was when we were first out last year. And
I'm trying harder.
Yeah, she almost got me that time. She almost got me. And that was on our trip down to
I don't remember. Well, they call it a dead man zone for a reason.
They do.
Your fault for standing there.
The caverns, whatever it was.
Your fault.
Endless caverns.
Your fault.
We were back. She was backing it up, and I still had the oh gosh,
Tailgate.
the tailgate was still down, and she continued to back up, and I didn't push the tailgate up fast enough.
Not my fault.
No, it's not. But I'm still here. And then I learned my lesson too, so I'm not going back there anymore.
Oh, Tim wants to know, and Tim, I didn't know what any of that means either. I'll let him handle this one.
Tim, yes, I am. I have 4 6 terabyte hard drives over here in a RAID 10 configuration. So I have 12 terabytes of usable storage space.
Thanks, Mike. I'll keep that in mind.
And I don't know if you can see it back there, but right back there on the shelf, that is my old QNAP NAS that failed on me. It died. But fortunately, I was able to find another model that was compatible with it, and all I had to do was move my drives over to that device, and everything spun right back up. So, yeah.
So Mike wants us to get our new Ford and use our camera.
Use the camera? What camera?
The backing up towing backup camera.
Mike, you weren't here for this, Mike. Michelle wants the Chevy. She wants the Chevy with the Duramax. We got to get our Nissan back first, and you weren't here for that either. There's a whole story about that. We're getting a new long block. There are no long blocks in North America. The plant is shut down currently because of COVID-19. That's where we're at right now with that.
Yeah. So we might be bringing the tent down to camp in July.
You told me we couldn't do that.
I'm not doing it. I'm getting a hotel. It'll be fine.
Yeah. We'll be there with bells on.
And you know, Mike, that the backup camera on your truck is very nice because in the Nissan, when you put the tailgate down, you can't see anything. Like the camera is in the tailgate, I guess, and when it goes down, you can't see.
Yeah.
So they should definitely put one up at the cab, pointing down, so you can see what you're doing.
Nobody's perfect. I guess he's talking about with you wanting the Chevy.
Oh. Well, I don't really care. I don't care. I really don't care. Chevy, Ford, I don't care. They're just not pretty, though. Like, my truck is pretty.
She likes the looks of her truck.
The Ford isn't pretty. The Chevys aren't pretty. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
That is a power supply in the package, yes.
Although I do like the Ford Raptors. I think they're pretty.
Yeah, but you're not going to be telling
I guess that's just the style I like. It's kind of off-roady, fun looking. I guess that's what I like.
Yeah.
So, can't tow with a Raptor.
Not what we have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'd want to tow with that. A fifth wheel.
Hey, did you answer that? Is that a power supply?
I did. I did answer it. Yep.
Okay.
The camera resolution must be fantastic for you to be able to see that.
Well, we'll see about the truck, the new truck,
So
all that stuff.
Here's the deal. I was kind of hoping that we would have our truck back in a week and that we would start putting mileage on it so that we could tow with it. Nissan told me today that normally they don't allow the customer to get the truck back after they've diagnosed it to get a replacement engine. I'm hoping though that, because one of the things they had to do was drop the oil pan. I guess they were checking for metal in the oil pan. But if I told him, I said, button it back up and get us the truck back so that we can use it. And I was kind of hoping, he said that they might make an exception to this because of the COVID-19 and us not being able to get a new engine anytime soon. So if we can get the truck back sometime this week, we're going camping. You better believe it. Mm-hmm. Next weekend, we're going. Next week, we're going.
So Tim says
but
you
again,
should do a vlog with your PC setup and specs.
Okay.
And the same brand PSU. Tim, are you a IT guy? Because I don't know what you're saying.
The power supply. Oh, you have a EVGA. That's a 580 plus power supply. That's actually not what I have in my computer. I think I have a 700, or no, I have a 1,000 watt power supply. I can't remember what I have in, but it's a modular power supply. That one back there is not. I like doing the modular power supplies. That way you don't have so many cables everywhere. Yeah. But I would show you guys. But I'd have to pick the camera up and then bring it over there. I'll tell you what, I'll show you what the inside of our editing computer looks like. Hopefully I have enough. Taking you guys for a little walk. Hopefully I have enough wire. So that is the guts, because it has a clear side on it. It's got all the fancy color lights and everything. Now everything's going to be messed up with this. Now we have a different view.
Yes, Tim is in IT. Oh, that's right. I remember you telling us about the video and audio.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I think it should be zoomed out a little bit more.
I don't know.
We're losing viewers now. I think we're boring everybody. So I guess we'll wrap it up now. It's been fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised Carr didn't come on, and
I know
that would have been exciting. If
I know. Tell me about it. Yeah.
Oh well. Well, if Carr, for some reason we don't get in touch with him, we have our runner-up drawn over here.
But we haven't looked at it yet.
We're not going to open it until we need to. So yeah. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up.
Right.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're definitely going to have to do another one of these. They're pretty cool. I like doing these. Tim's having a blast.
Well, it sounds like if we ever meet up in Wildwood, you guys would have a lot to chat about.
He says it goes in waves. Yeah, Michelle's like, we got to keep things moving. And of course, I've been on those, marathon chats that you have. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it does it ebb and flows, and people aren't talking about stuff. But you're pulling from a much larger group of people. But like I said, I'm very happy. We had 15 or 17 viewers on it once tonight. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So, very grateful. But
well, have fun in your camper tonight, Mike.
Yeah.
Stay warm.
I'm actually thinking, it is up at the storage lot, but
going up there.
Why not? We'll open the slides up and
No. There's no potty.
That's true. That's not far from the McDonald's. I'll drive you there.
You can't go in. Did you forget that?
That's true, yeah. I've forgotten about the world we live in now.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of farmers' fields up there.
There is. Thanks, Tim. You too.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Tim.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yep. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. 8:40. All right. Yeah, I guess that'll wrap it up then. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'll have lots of these crazy chats going on in the future, and some more vlogs. Don't forget to check out the vlog Sunday, especially if you have a camper. Thanks again, Tim. Hey, thanks, Mom, for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right.
All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you later.
I'm not going in the field. I'm too old for that stuff.
You have to go in the field.
All right, see y'all.
Wait a minute, hold on. Before you guys
Uh-oh.
go, I just want to...
Oh my.
I want to videotape this one more time.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, say goodbye.
Here we go.
Say bye. I know there's a delay. I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes holding this. Do 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 do.
There, you got your 2 goodbyes.
I got 2 goodbyes, and my mom said bye too. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks a lot.